Ugh, it feels so good to just sit down and relax and get a manicure after a long day on the wards, you know? Dr. Wilkerson was in rare form today. We admitted this old guy on warfarin who had bumped his head and now he has this little bleed. Totally not a big deal. But Wilkerson put up the CT and was all, "How can you tell if this patient has a subdural hematoma or an epidural hematoma?" And I totally knew, but I didn't want to say anything because Hagelmeyer and David are always giving me a hard time, calling me a gunner and stuff. I can't help it if I'm a total genius. Whatever. So, anyway, nobody else had any clue, and they were all looking at their charts and staring at the floor, and so Wilkerson looked right at me, and I said, "An epidural hematoma is lens-shaped or football-shaped, like a biconvex disc, and a subdural hematoma is crescent-shaped." And Wilkerson just said, "Strong work, Miss Henry." But then for the rest of rounds, Hagelmeyer was all, "Strong work, Miss Henry," every time I said anything. What a jerk! I love that color on you. What is it? Manic magenta? I'm so getting that when I do my psych rotation next month.
Hey, man. How's it hanging? Studying hard? Groovy. Ready for a little study partner quiz action? Here goes. What's the formula for Gibbs free energy? Right on, man. Delta G equals delta H minus T times delta S. Far out. Free energy, man. It sounds so groovy, but it's not just positive vibes and stuff. It's the amount of energy released by an exergonic reaction. But who's this Gibbs guy anyway? Energy doesn't belong to anybody, man. It's free. It belongs to, the cosmos. Far out. Whoa, dude, is that a double rainbow?
Since when does the cafeteria close at 9? I'm so hungry. Dude, Dr. Wilkerson was all in my face today. There was this patient that stopped his thyroid pills or whatever, and now his cholesterol is high or something. And Wilkerson was all like, "Dr. Todd, what labs would you expect to be elevated in this patient?" It's all like, TSH? Because I don't have a freaking clue, you know? And Wilkerson totally flipped. He was like, "Dr. Todd, if you had done the assigned reading, you would know that hypothyroidism will cause elevations of both LDL and total cholesterol." So anyway, I guess I won't be asking him for a letter of recommendation. I'm pretty much hosed, dude. I'm going to end up doing a residency in Timbuktu, you know? Dude, I am freaking starving. Are you going to finish that sandwich? Do you suffer from migraine headaches? Did you know that many common foods can trigger migraines? Patients who are prone to migraines should avoid alcohol, chocolate, caffeine, aged cheeses such as cheddar, mozzarella, Parmesan, and Swiss, foods rich in tyramine, including processed meats, pickles, onions, olives, certain types of beans, raisins, nuts, avocados, canned soups, and red wine, monosodium glutamate, aspartame, nitrates and nitrites.
Stop! Are you trying to kill me?
Sorry, I guess I got carried away.
Hey girl! Whoa, I seriously need to know when you're going to let me borrow that top! Anyway, so during rounds today, I was presenting this patient with syncope from aortic stenosis, and Dr. Wilkerson was all like, "Describe his murmur." So I was like, it was a harsh, high-pitched grade 2/6 crescendo, decrescendo, systolic ejection murmur radiating to the carotids. And he was all like, "Did he have strong pulses?" Trying to trick me. And I was like, "Cha," as if the pulses were weak and delayed, classic pulsus parvis etardis, dude. My physical exam skills are seriously legit. So we sent his butt into surgery. The patient, not Dr. Wilkerson. Okay, so when can I borrow that top? Seriously.
How is glaucoma diagnosed? Increased cup to optic disc ratio on fundoscopic exam or tonometry. What causes the increased ocular pressure seen in glaucoma? blockage at the canal of Schlemm.
OMG, those shoes are so cute. Can I try them on? So there's this 20-year-old guy with a lung tumor who was admitted last night. Total hottie. Anyway, on rounds today, Dr. Wilkerson was pimping us on the differential diagnosis, and I was like, bronchial carcinoid, right? And Wilkerson was all like, Miss Taylor, carcinoid tumors account for only 1 to 2% of all lung malignancies in adults. And I was all like, but bronchial carcinoids are more common in late adolescence. And this patient has symptoms of wheezing, flushing, and diarrhea, which suggest hypersecretion of serotonin. And he was all like, but bronchial carcinoid tumors rarely cause classic carcinoid symptoms. But when we checked his labs, his urine 5-HIAA was super high. Booyah! In your face, old man! These shoes totally look cuter on you than me. Don't you think they make my feet look fat? Shut up! But seriously.
Hey, man, long time no see. How you holding up? When they asked me to do this question on joints, I was totally stoked, you know, but then I saw the script. Totally wrong kind of joint, man. Anyway, what do you call the bony growths on the knuckles of patients with osteoarthritis? Right on, man. The ones on the PIP joints are called Bouchard's nodes, and the ones on the DIPs are called Aberden's nodes. And what about Osler's nodes? Man, there's no fooling you. Osler's nodes are painful lesions on the fingertips, not in arthritis, but in infective endocarditis. I threw a trick question at you, but you totally smoked it out. Get it? Far out.